Welcome to the Bougie Black Brother Network. Good evening and welcome to Car Wags. I'm Michael, your Bougie Black Brother, and we're here for our weekly music review. And I'm here with my sidekick, Sean, the Bougie Brother. What up, brah?
Hey, yo, how you feeling? How you feeling?
Doing well, bruh. I'm in a mood, and I think we both been in a mood, and we're in an R&B mood, ladies and gentlemen.
We're in a whole mood right now. A whole mood.
And we really wanted to present this out because I'm a little upset with some folks, but you can't take shit away from me. But our R&B features for today is Doja Cat and Solange.
Woo!
So we know all about what Solange did her last album, and we were drooling over that. And this came out of nowhere. Solange came out of nowhere. Because did you hear anything coming from her?
Not at all. It was actually probably like 3 days before the album came out when she put out a snippet talking about go to blackplanet.com where you can see little video visuals of the album. But after that, I mean, it was literally 3 days.
Yep. And I got it when it showed up on the new releases. And when you shot it to me, I was looking on the new releases. And I was like, oh, yeah, I saw that on there. Damn, that's kind of cool. And the Doja Cat was one of them that you was like, hey, you need to check this out. And I was like, yeah, I was checking out her body more than the goddamn music. So I guess I better goddamn look at the music.
Right,
Check it out.
But that's an important point that you made. And we're definitely going to get into that. Not necessarily her body per se, but the fact that what drew you to actually listening to it was the marketing plan.
The marketing plan. Yep. That's absolutely right. So speaking of that, let's go with the Doja Cat because I don't have no history with her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I went with I got a chance to get the deluxe version. So I'm not sure if you got the deluxe because it's 16 tracks.
Yes, so the deluxe came out this year. The original came out last March or like spring, summertime.
What?
So the original album came out last year, and I didn't hear anything about it. You know, I wasn't following her or anything. Oh, well, you know what? Let me go ahead and get into it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead.
So Doja Cat actually, if you were on Twitter or you were on Twitter, Doja Cat actually had a song that went viral called Move.
Yeah, Move.
So that last song, so basically the last 3 tracks are bonus tracks. And they really don't have nothing to do with the whole album per se. You know what I'm saying? Because of the feel of the album, right. The feel of the 13 tracks don't correspond with the last 3 tracks.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So when I first heard of Doja Cat, it was just a little gift that was on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Of the whole mood thing. And I was just like, this old lame gimmicky chick, what's up with her? You know, this is whack.
Right.
And I only heard the hook. You know, and bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow.
Moo.
Bitch, I don't say moo. I just say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was like, I was like, this shit is lame as hell. What the fuck is this? But I fucked around and listened to the whole song. Probably like 6 months after I seen the gift. And I was like, okay, the song's alright. You know what I'm saying? I can
catchy.
see why.
Yeah, it's
catchy. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like it. Okay. And then that was literally like the last time I seen her. And then I messing with this chick called Rico Nasty. Rico Nasty dropped the album last year that I listened to. She's like a grungy rapper. You know what I'm saying? Okay. She's literally like the first female grungy rapper. And she sounds good. You know what I'm saying? She's like, she's one of them bouncy. Anyways, so the Tia Tamera song.
Yeah, I love that one.
Rico Nasty's on Tia Tamera. So they put the video out, and the video is awesome. It's colorful.
Oh, really?
You know, yeah, it's really cool. It's really, really cool. I should have been sent it to you. I'm sorry. But So I was like, Tia Tamara, Rico Nasty. Okay. So I checked out the video and I was like, wow, another one of those gimmicky, catchy hooks. You know what I'm saying? What she say? My hair long, no. My hair long like Tia.
Yeah.
My money long like Nia. I am the big idea. I'm like, okay. And then she started yelling it.
My
I'm
twins like Tia Tamara.
Tia
Tamara.
You know what I'm saying? So I heard that and I was just like, damn. All right, I like this song. And then I seen it on the What's the Name and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to listen to this album. You know what I'm saying? She didn't literally clickbaited me in to listening to this album. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my approach and my first impression of the album was like, okay, it's gonna be a lot of little gimmicky, funny hooks. She gonna be rapping. You know what I'm saying? This is just gonna be a little fun. I'm that bitch, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just having fun. You know, that's literally what I was expecting.
Yep.
Nothing more. So I popped it in and it was literally the opposite of what I expected.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, you know, the cookie, calm down. Let me see you going down. I was like, okay. Yeah, this is all right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then I heard the next song, and then the other one the one that really draw me was like maybe the third track. Hold on, what track was it? Yep, Roll With Us.
Yep.
Roll With Us came on, and I was like, whoa, this is not what I was expecting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then I sat back. And I actually started like taking it all in, you know, and every track that came on, I was like ready to be like, this shit's whack. Mm-hmm. But it kept surprising me every time. It kept on surprising me. And I was just like, holy shit, I think I like her.
Right. So
you know
was that the first time?
That shit, it really, that's what it did. Yeah, that's what it did, dog.
Okay.
It made me like, okay, let me listen to this again. Let me make sure that I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? So I put it on again and I was just like, wow, these are some cool tracks. I'm like bobbing my head and shit. It's just like, whoa, she's a good artist. She can make a song. That was one of my first thoughts. Wow, she can really make a song, bro.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I can keep. My attention is at this music, man. Like, okay, she's not forcing herself. It's not like an over rap thing. It's kind of soulfully, but it's pop. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what I wanted to say. It's more pop R&B than R&B pop.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree.
But she's getting it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's in her bag with it. You know what I'm saying? She's having fun with it. It's natural to her. You know, so I like that. And it's like she's not trying to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of just like, I like to rap and I'm a flow on this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, I'm finna go hard on this shit. It's like, okay, I like this beat. I think I could rap on this. Let me put something to it. Like, it's like she loves making music. And that's what I got off of this album.
Okay.
You know, and it was just, everything was just really natural and I really enjoyed the whole album. And then when I realized that the last 3 tracks were standalones, I was just like, wow, these standalone tracks are great. You know, Juicy, really good. Tia Tamara, really good. And then the Move is unfortunately a classic. You know what I'm saying? It's like she went viral. How she got on. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you kind of got to give it to her because, yeah, that's how she got her foot in the door. She's been doing music since 5 years, 5 years strong at least.
Okay.
You know, so for her to even get here to go viral and for Mood to take her off, and again, when you listen to the lyrics, it's like, okay, she clever, bro. She put some effort into her rhymes.
Mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I appreciate about her. It's like, it's not just, she's not doing it with like some, she kind of like it, dog. She loves what she do, dude. You know what I'm saying? And she's doing it by herself.
Right.
Like, there's no huge features on here. It's like,
No, not at all.
you know, it's like, I can make a song. I want to make this. I like this. Hey, if I can make the beat, I'm going to make the beat. You know what I'm saying? If I can't, you know, she even said that. She was on Genius doing a breakdown for Tia and Tamara with Rico.
Okay.
She's like, you know, I don't make hard beats, but I try to make them. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
you know, she literally, like, this is her craft. And I seen within this album that, one, she is a marketing master. She knows how pretty she is.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows that she loves music. So she knows that if she can draw you in with her looks, you'll appreciate the music. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was for me. It was like, Tia Tamara was talking about her titties, which I really
twins.
didn't even care about because of how catchy the song was.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, whatever. But, you know, I'm singing it all the way up to my tits like Tia Tamara. I'm not singing that part. You know what I'm saying? But I'm singing everything all the way up to that part. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, Tia Tamara. Oh, Tia Tamara. You know what I'm saying? But and I'm a dude. And I'm just like, this shit is riding, bro. And you know, I'm going to get into that a little bit later, but I was highly impressed with this. I was so astonished by what she brought to the table, and I didn't expect it to be this much quality with this type of gimmick look and this type of gimmick advertising and pushing towards a person.
Right.
Like the advertising for this and the sound is like the two opposites. It's like, hey, come to the circus. And then when you get to the circus, you're at an orchestra. Like, what the fuck is this?
Doing here?
It was great, but I thought I was coming to a circus. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm not mad that you tricked me into coming to an orchestra. You know what I'm saying? But I was kind of, you know, now I kind of got to appreciate the circus. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because there's certain things that the circus can bring that you might appreciate. You know
And you didn't know the circus would have it. You know what I'm saying?
It's weird, man. It's weird. But she definitely that's what she gave me off of this. And I was surprised and of the quality, how she was able to stand on her own, and how the songs were strong. She had really strong songs, man. And I had to give her super credit for this. This was a very good body of work. Very good body of work.
Okay. Well, you gave a lot more respect than I thought you would have.
I was surprised.
Yeah, I didn't think you would have been. I was like, what? Because I wasn't going to listen to it. I was like, oh, man, this chick is fine as hell. And then I moved on, right? And I was like, yeah, big ass titties on his mouth. Oh, okay. But you was like, check it out. I was like, okay, I guess. So this is how I approached it. So I started it up, and the first two, Go to Town and Cookie Jar, I don't like them. It was typical.
Okay.
It's you know, more sexualized than anything. I was kind of like, okay, I get it. Then Roll With Us came on, and I was like, wow, that's a change. I was like, okay, now Wine Pon You. And I was like, wait a minute, that sounds a little reggae and shit. That sounds like a reggae term. And that's what she did. She gave you that reggae got it, but it's a smooth. I was like, man, even the production on this bitch is just sweet. But it sounds similar to something else. But she slowed it down to a point that took away what you previously heard. And you don't get that in a lot of people's music, that they would stop you and say, here you go. And I'm like, wow. And she sings really well, man. She has a really nice voice.
Yeah.
Now, she ain't going to beat out, any, whoever out there right now, but she's good. And then we move on to Fancy, which I was like, that was all right. Then Wild Beach comes on, and I was like, all right, girl, cool. And the whole middle portion became something totally different. And I was like, wow, this is so nice. This is really cool. And then you start listening to what she's talking about in her relationships. You know what I'm saying? And I love the game. If you really, what she was talking about game, it's like you played this game before. You fucking with me like you played this shit before. And she played on things and the way she did it, and the rhythm was fine. And I was like, this chick is really, really good. And the way she's singing this shit and her lyrics are really cool and contemporary and upbeat, and you can dance to them and they hype. And then to your point, if you see her, you kind of like, yeah, I like this chick. And you listening and seeing her, and her marketing is just fantastic. And All Nighter, freaking love that.
Yep.
That's another one that I was kind of like, wow, you know, t-shirt with no panties. And I was like, bro, what's going on? I was like, wow, really seductive, not really explicit. She was really seductive in her way that she was talking. And I was like, this chick is pretty cool. And then I get to the last part, and I was like, it's fucking juicy. Get the fuck out of here. And then Tia Tamara, I was like, then I was like, this shit is catchy. And I start singing it again, and I start singing it. And then Moo came on, I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
And then I listened to it all over again and said, this is a not bad album, man. I see what she did. Well, she had almost like bookends. Those first two remind me of the back three. You know what I mean?
Right.
And in between that, she had some really soft, seductive, playful, up-tempo that blended so well together. But her bookends is like, here's some hype shit for y'all. And I'm just going from that. So it allowed me to listen to the whole thing because I enjoyed so much that was in the middle that I was able to say, I see what you're trying to do with up-tempo, be a little sexier, a little sexual on here and blah, blah, blah. Oh, I get that. That's cool. I get it. And then when you listen to the way this is a single woman saying, I'm just out here trying to do my thing and just, I'm glad with my bitches and I'm doing some things. And I'm enjoying my life. Respect that. Respect that, regardless of it. And I was like, I hear you, girl. Because at first I was kind of like, I wonder what Sean thinks about this shit. But I was like, let me listen to it some more. And it made me kept listening to it just in case you was going to be a little more critical than I was or said, oh, it's the best shit in the world. I say, it's not the best. But I tell you what, I haven't heard a lot of good stuff, so I was glad to hear what she brought out.
Right. And you thought about it the same way I was thinking about it to myself.
Okay.
I listened to it and I was like, oh my God, this shit is amazing. I was like, wow, like your gimmicky ass is doing this? What? Like, so I was literally bugged out to where I was like, oh man, this is top notch quality shit. And then I was like, whoa, slow down. First off, ain't nothing else out that's hot. That's clearly, nigga, just because you listening to some good shit don't mean it's great shit. That's right. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. Second of all, this is your first time hearing this girl, so chill out, my nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I'm like, third off, dog, I have an easy ear. Mm-hmm. I'll just say it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll hear 2 or 3 sounds, and then I'm like, okay, I like that. And then, you just got to give me with a couple clever, stupid bars, and then I'm just like, oh, okay, I like this motherfucker. All right. So I already took 2 points off for those 2 things. So I'm not trying to get into the score right now, but I definitely was like, oh, man, this is some masterpiece shit. And then I was like, all right, let me slow my ass down. Slow your motherfucking ass down. Cute, my nigga. She's just cute. That's all. Don't get it twisted. But you're absolutely right, man. Game, I popped that on back. I popped that on my way back to work and then end up listening to the rest of the CD. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I've actually surprisingly popped this on more than I thought I was. Yep. The replay value on this is amazing. yes, I can skip the first 2 tracks, but like you said, I mean, it goes with the last 3 tracks.
Yeah, it
You
does.
know,
It, and that's who she is too. So
right,
it's not something that she was trying to be and be like, oh, that's some shit that she trying to get money off.
right. She's just
It's
a
just
fun
hers.
chick.
Yeah.
She's just one of those. Oh my god, I think she was in like London. She was somewhere overseas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be able to tell you exactly, but she was somewhere overseas, and she fucked around and was performing, and her ass done showed her titties out on the goddamn stage at the end of the damn CD. I mean, at the
At the
end
end
of
of
the
the
damn
show.
show. Yeah, man, where the hell she was in Amsterdam.
Damn.
I'm like, this goddamn freak. But to your point, like you said, man, she's just out here having fun, man, doing her thing.
Yep.
So, she's pretty. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? She's pretty. She's one of those half white girls, she's one of them half black girls that kick it with all the white people and likes having fun and can actually make music.
But if you didn't see her, if she was running the mill or she was something else, would you have been as hype with her, or it's kind of like, no, she's talented, I'm cool with it?
Dude, yeah, this album is consistent.
Yeah, I agree though. I agree.
Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a quality piece of product right here that she put out. And it's not just the record label. It's the songs.
Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't check, and I'm not sure if you did or not, but just let me know. Is she writing these, or is this something she's, somebody writing for her? Because it seems more like this is her personality as opposed to somebody writing them for her. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes. I personally believe the sound was very genuine.
Yeah.
So I do feel like she did write a lot of this. And didn't nobody write Moo for sure.
No. Or a small child while you bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But when you listen to it, it's like, okay, this is cool, but no. But man, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say yes. I'm looking at the credits now, and damn, she produced some of these tracks.
Damn. Yeah. So it's again, this made me listen to this whole thing and said this is hers. Like sometimes when we hear some releases that's out and say, damn, he had his hands in this, or she had her hands all into this because this is her, or this is him. This is like who she is. So she's writing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
She's totally into this motherfucker. And I would say she did a great job showing who she is, whether you liked it or not. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It could be over the top in one way, simplistic in another, seductive in another way, really soft and romantic in another way, playful in another way. It was kind of like, this is just who I am. How do you like me? And you'd be like, girl, I love your ass. That's it. And that's what it felt like to me. But it was, sometimes it's interesting if you really know if a person is really writing. And again, normally R&B writers, they try to write their own shit. Unless they're a figurehead and you just put them in front of everybody and they look a certain way and they just promoting that.
She had a couple writers.
Okay.
She actually had a few writers. But for the most part, she wrote majority of it.
Yeah. So
I would say that.
Yeah. But again, you're going to have that because some people are like, this is what I wrote. Well, let's structure this a little better.
Right. Exactly. And that's what it looked like. It looked like this guy, David, another guy, Adrian, and just a few people. Mm-hmm. Just a few people really helped her structure these songs.
Yeah.
Properly.
But again, it's probably hers though. and they helped her structure her voice.
She even produced, like I said, she even produced a couple tracks too.
Oh, that's what's up.
She produced All Night.
Oh, that's one of the better ones.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. I was like, okay,
girl.
Yep, she produced Tia Tamara. She with a little bit of help, and then of course she produced Moo. Shit,
that crazy shit.
Fucking my niece could produce Moo.
I know, but she's getting paid from that bitch.
Right. So yeah, she helped produce Fancy. This guy Yeti. Yeti Beats.
Beats.
All
right.
Yeah, so yeah, she put her hands in a few things on here.
Well,
but yeah, you could tell that she did have some help. Excuse me. You could tell that she did have some help. But it was worth it.
Yeah,
I put it like that. The money that she put in, or whoever she wanted to help invest in this album, that's quality right there. Yeah. That's top notch right there.
I mean, even the sound was quality. You noticed that her production was top notch. It was high level, and especially the dance ones was really clean and it just flowed really well. So whoever did that for her made sure that she had some good production. If this was going to be a dance song, it was clean enough to flow perfectly. And I was kind of like, oh, excellent. Okay. But
yeah, it was definitely, like you said, it was clean, like all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, top notch, man. Top notch.
So what you rate it?
You know, I'm giving it an 8.5, man.
Wow, I'm definitely giving it an 8.5. Dog. Wow.
Yeah, dog. And like I said, I rated it much higher. I was like, oh my God, this shit is great. This is fucking great shit right here. So I got you. I reduced it down to an 8.5.
Okay. I got it as an even 8. I'm not that excited. But I like it, dude. I swear to you, you had a great analogy. It was like, oh, it's time to go to the circus, so we're going to see some crazy shit. All right. And there's an amazing orchestra playing, and they just doing shit, and you're like, wow, I really didn't expect this. This is really entertaining. I'll come back next week. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Did
you see the circus with the orchestra?
That was fucking great. What? And then when the violins played and then the monkeys was everywhere.
Y'all gotta check this out. Y'all gotta check it out. You're like, I'm not finna it's the circus. No, bruh.
It's more than the circus.
They're just selling it like it's a circus.
It's not
a circus, bruh.
No, it's not a circus and shit.
So yeah, that like I said, man, that's why the shock value for me caught me, and I had to reduce it down to that whole extra 1.5 that I was gonna give it. I reduced that down to a half a point. Gotcha. You know, but the marketing was genius on this, man. They knew how. Look. I know what you sell. You're a pretty girl. We have to sell this. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're not being raunchy on your music, you know, you are already selling yourself as is. You know, so we're not really doing too much. We're just kind of enhancing it, putting a little bit of money behind it.
Yep.
Here. You know what I'm saying? And all they did was put her in the gold and put her behind the brown wall. That's it. And put a pink wig on her.
Yep.
And it was like, man, she's kind of cute. Yep. Wow.
Yep. And she was like, yeah, look at my twins.
Right. Like, oh yeah, on the regular one, the non-deluxe one. Like the non-deluxe one, I'm just like, wow, you're really pretty.
Yeah.
Like without your titties, you're really pretty. But with your titties, wow. You're amazing.
You're amazing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, goodness gracious.
What an amazing artist.
And they're selling it to you. Like, check this shit out. Look what I got for you. Man, sex sells like a motherfucker, man. That shit crazy. That shit crazy as hell. But the album was impressive. She don't even have to do like I won't be surprised if she does it, but if she dumbs it down and put like an art picture or her just sitting looking at the sun back facing the fucking cover, you know what I'm saying? Just looking at the sun, I'd be like, oh wow.
That is so beautiful.
Let me check this out. You know what I'm saying? Like, she already proved her point for me. You know what I'm saying? So she doesn't even have to do this anymore. Right, you know, this is unnecessary for me. She's talented. She's way more talented than her playing at the circus.
Mm.
You know,
Right.
and I like her. I like her music, but
Yeah,
she's young. She still likes to have fun. So Sean, let her have fun. This is how I say it. Sean, let her have fun. Let her get it out. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, she's talented. Enjoy her talents and the talents that you enjoy from her. But she young, man. Let her do her thing. You know what I'm saying? And just let her enjoy her moments, man, and enjoy it with her. That's kind of how I feel about that.
Yeah, but I think it's worth it though. I think it's worth seeing someone naturally enjoying what they're doing and hearing it and seeing it and say, you know what? Y'all may admire this body, but this body's still mine. And I give her all the respect in the world to say, you can't tell me what I can and can't do. But when I choose to do it, I'm just going to make the decision and go from there. And it's in a really, really fun, enjoyable album. So you can't take anything else back from that. And I'm like, gotcha. Enjoyable album. Yeah, so I got it as I'd say a strong 8. You know what I'm saying? And you got it in an 8.5 because
8.5,
you was like over the top with that shit. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, great album, man. I like a lot of catchy stuff.
See you. Tune in next time when we jump into the Solange new release for 2019, When I Get Home, which is a big contrast to what we just listened to. So, BougieBlackBrother.com, Car Wax. Check us out then. Also, thanks to the music by Young Cats, who's laying us and blessing us with a couple of tracks. See ya.